Hello traders, welcome back to the show and the markets. We've got up behind us there BDTX, huge moves there, really benefiting people in the community who saw this technical analysis we did on the show. The ticker was suggested by a really great member called Hans. We assessed the best opportunity to enter, which was way lower than it is now, and a number of people did really well at this part of the move or others, and congratulations, well done. Also, big news is that the class 6 bonds might be getting paid on BBBY, so huge obvious benefits there to some of the people in the community who've been invested in that stock. And if you have, and you've managed to make sure it wasn't your entire capital, while also benefiting from the dynamic of that insolvency situation, congratulations again. Huge power to you, my friends. That's not all we've seen this past week, with GameStop moving 51% in 2 days. Again, huge benefits to some of the people around here. WikiWilks spotting the move on the option chain, discussing it with the rest of the team on the voice chat. Huge moves. Really great leaders of the community doing properly good work there. Lots of respect to you. MoonLander, brilliant work. WikiWilks, brilliant work. Jake, you've done some excellent stuff recently. Good to see it. Keep up the good work. And always Lisa, holding us all together. Brilliant. And if you've not seen what Bitcoin did when we suggested 58 would be a good directional trade, and then you had Rocky confirming it on the Wednesday, boom. Now you've got some good things to look to there. So often when we look at these sort of, this is potentially go a little bit higher, testing it around 944. You should have your stop and profit at this stage back above 5 spot 24. Currently it's trading at 7 spot 39. MACD pushing to the top side. Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. Turn on Rocky Outcrop Flash and you can see danger, potential. So stop losses, targets important, but you'll be in profit now and well done. So manage that profit, it's yours. Also looking at different things that are moving, got more on OTLY, holding support here, downward sloping channel, breaking out of that, back above 50 and 200 period moving average. This is daily time frame. NVDA back up at 921. It's good to see. Continuing here, back above a previous high, testing these topside targets. So super positive moves there. Also, you might have noticed the big moves on BABA. Fantastic here. Hard to argue with that. Chat, DB, you got, even this is moving back. Really good moves. SURG, it's back up at 403. Beyond Meat, it's in here testing these highs. 8 spot 23. Big moves. A lot of big moves for people in the community. Really proud of how well you're doing. SPY, no. This is where we take a lead from all those other charts. S&P 500 pushing outside this channel, testing the bottom side of this gap. If it goes higher, close it in at around 5197 on SPX. Futures already touched up at those levels, so SPX having an element of that. If you see the trend continue, you'll see this do the same thing. You could obviously draw that slightly more accurately now. Top side of these channels, could be drawing this thing down to the bottom of the wick. You know, you could do all sorts of little adjustments, but it served its purpose pretty well. Now we're looking at the recovery. The gap, pretty handy because it comes in at strong fib levels, and the determining factor, the pivot point on price, the breakdown from this divergent high, and where you might be looking to if you're currently bullish on SPY. You want to see that RSI touching the top side of the bullish control zone, price action pushing up back above 5200. So is it going to do so? Daily time frame suggests that, well, it's heading that direction at the minute. 4 hour looking left, a little bit of concern about previous price action being higher. RSI not managing to bring price back to those levels, but itself being quite high. You've got this gap fill that we spoke about there on 4 hour, still obvious. This downward sloping move now, having been quite tight and sharp with high volatility, has now flipped in a period of trend and big ranging moves where you make the most of the oscillations. Now we're at the top side of this potential formation. It has had 3 touches. Top side similarly 3 touches. bottom 3 touches. You're above a 50 simple, itself back above a 200. You found support at the 200, you found resistance at the 50. That looks like this low, this 200, this high, this 50 simple. The breakthrough coming with a gap, and then if you're long and you're holding a derivative or equivalent, you've got a gap back below. Closing that would come with price breaking below a 50 simple. You're a long distance from that at the minute. 4-hour time frame, MACD going back above centerline stochastics to the top side, not crossing yet, but it looks like it might happen soon, probably when the RSI is in the bullish control zone. Then the question is, does price react, break down, hold that level? What comes next? What comes next, butter? 1-hour time frame, RSI holding into the bullish control zone. You know I don't like to argue with things up there. MACD strong, stochastics giving you adherence to the trend when price actions pushing to the top side. 50% retracement now marks the test of that 50 simple on the hourly. 200 period moving average is back above the 50 simple, so a cross coming up here on the 1 hour with 50 simple. Shorter moving average moving ahead of the 200, speaking to an increase in the velocity of the shorter term trend, and that we measure in context of a reversion to the mean. We might see that when the two moving averages cross, price come down to meet that event, and the test of that area at 51.00 again on SPX. So where is the weekly candle going to close? Back to the weekly now, and we'll see what last week, pardon me, looked like in the context of today. Today's price action higher than the close at last week. The distance between the open and close so far today encompasses the entirety and then some of the body last week. Continuation, not yet managing to make it back to the closes that define the resistance above price action, those levels we talked about already, but holding 5150 and important distinct levels on the way down. So price action, having found this low and certainly moved away from it now, you would say this is a buy the dip opportunity. And the question is SPY going to break back above previous all-time highs at 5250, 5260? Are we going to see new highs on the stock market? I think we might. Indeed we might see that. So potential moves there. Lots more coming. Big week. And everybody on Discord doing really, really well. So get involved there. Get involved in all the different projects and help each other out as much as possible, but don't ever rely too much on any one person. Respect everybody individually. They've got lots of qualities, most of which you wouldn't know about, but I do. I know about. So never take too much from any one person. Always put more back than you took, and try your best to be a positive influence there. Some people have done so very well. Other people maybe don't understand the dynamic here, which is quite simple really. I invest in you because I believe in you. And if you don't also believe in yourself, that's a real tragedy, because I'm a great trader, I'm good at spotting value, and if I believe in you, you should believe in yourself. To not do so, it's a little bit selfish, because if you were to cast your eyes around and see the effort I'm putting in, you would realize it comes at a terrible cost. I'd only be doing that if I really believed in you. So if you were more open to considering other people's opinions, you were more able to have a positive, confident opinion of yourself, you'd be able to exploit and benefit from this unique opportunity you have, being in my group, being one of what's going to be a world famous trading group. And you can mark my words, it's very close, and so are you. So when it feels like you're going to give up, remember who it is that's teaching you, right? I never, ever give up. We never stop. I want to see more, harder, faster. More, harder, faster. Hit the like button.